Now we're going to anchor at the hands and move in the opposite direction. So you'll notice that Anders and Dan have both one hand up and one hand under, and they're both grabbing. This will be essential because, as you saw in IOUF, Movable Object, Unstoppable Force, one arm is a locking arm, one arm is a power transfer. One pulls, one pushes. This will be critical when using the legs to grip into the earth and pull a person forwards. It's a fundamental drill. It's a great game for developing the ability to absorb forward pressure even when he may be moving in the opposite direction. Think about that one. So I'll say go. Anders is trying to pull that direction. Dan is trying to pull that direction. This being Dan, this being Anders. Go. Stop. Okay, we'll try that one more time. A good drill would be just like Dan and Anders performed. They're pretty much stalled, and they're vying for position. You'll see that the dominance comes from the locking arm power transfer, who can capitalize on both simultaneously. Some of you have dominant locking arms, some of you have dominant power transfers. They should be simultaneous in order to pull him towards his triangle point and reduce his forward pressure. Okay, switch hands so that you have the opposite grip. Go. Stop. Great. On this exercise, I'm going to emphasize it one more time. When we go on to tool application, you'll see that there are 4 elements in the clinch: locking arm, power transfer, driving leg, and supporting leg. These games will build those tools that you've developed in solo drills and act as a platform for you to catapult those into applications or techniques. Go incremental with these type of drills. I wouldn't start in any unknown terrain, and make sure, and just a point of safety, make sure if you have fold-away mats, for instance, that you're not getting any toes caught in the creases or folds. Make sure that you've cleaned your training area so that you don't have rocks and you don't have anything sharp. If you don't have common sense to do that, don't even do the drill. You should focus on maintaining the safety of the exercise and not trying to defeat the drill. Get the training value you can out of it. If you remove one leg, you're going to see this happens quite a bit, especially in leg fencing. If you have the ability to use your entire architecture, removing one leg should not be as challenging as it would be initially. When we go on to tool development, 2 supporting legs are not necessary for you to have fighting efficacy. You should be able to use one. You should be able to use one locking arm and a power transfer at the same time. This is where your tools are starting to become tactical rather than technical. So this is a great game to begin this. You can see that both players have an undergrip on their leg and they're pulling their heel towards their butt rather than twisting it outwards here. This would cause too much torsion on the knee. Pull it to your rump. It'll be a good stretch too. The other knees are not locked out. Right? They'll be trying to pull each other in the opposite directions rather than push. So when I say go, go. Stop. Work your way back. And switch legs. Go. Stop. Games. They should be fun. They should be enjoyable. If you can't laugh at training, if you can enjoy yourself, there should be no reason for you to come back the next day. Think about that. That's what's going through the head of your new people. You also want to treat yourself in that same way. Just because something is fun does not mean it's not challenging. Fun does not mean the absence of challenge. As you become a better and better athlete in whatever sport you do, you notice that your definition of fun becomes very obscure to the general populace. What some people would consider fun is not fun to others. Remember, the lowest common denominator in your training group should be that all players are feeling fulfilled. If you unleash such traumatic hard work on someone that they don't come back the next day, what have you done for the training value of the group? What have you done for the training value of that individual? Probably they won't come back to training. They'll have a sour taste in the beauty of fighting. Make these games effectively progressive so that you're moving incrementally with each new person. When you do your partner drills, make sure that the performance goal is capitalizing on the fundamental elements that you gain from the solo drills. Don't be Yoda.